Welcome to another Greatest Hits, The Guests podcast with me, Marc Tyley. And this time we're going to catch up with an amazing guitarist. He's been the backbone of Saxon, driving force in there since the beginning. Saxon, great British rock band. And he is Paul Quinn. Let's start with a little classic from them. 747 Strangers in the Night. Classic Saxon. What a perfect place to start our conversation this evening with Paul Quinn, tremendous guitarist with the band since the beginning. So how did that incredible track come about?
It's a weird one to discuss because, as far as I can remember, the chords were slightly influenced by Scorpions, but written by Dawson. And I heard him play the chords, and I said, I've got a bass line for that. And I played a kind of Boz Burrell style or Andy Fraser style part that he liked and learned.
Well, it certainly is a massive British rock classic, global rock classic. So what is it that has kept Saxon going all this time when so many other bands have fallen by the wayside?
That we're still trying to prove ourselves, and not only to other people but to each other. We're showing off every gig.
We're talking to you in Germany, and it's always been a great market for rock, and it's always been very fond of Saxon. Do you still find the faithful there, Paul?
Yeah, they're still with us. We're playing the North German Wacken Festival, which looks like Wacken in English, but that's in August, on August 3rd. That's the audience, the area of the world that's kept us alive all these years, really.
I was looking back. You have been to the Isle of Man with Saxon. There's a very strong following still here for rock. Come on back and see us. Come on back and see us.
I don't know how we ended up with that gig, actually. I don't remember who promoted it or anything.
And let's talk about your new venture, side project, The Cards. You very kindly sent me over a copy a while ago. And I tell you what, it's a strong collection of songs on there. What was the driving factor behind The Cards, Paul?
We had a mutual respect for each other's different fields. Like Harrison, the singer, does big band jazz, and Koen's done thrash, and even playing to a DJ called Armin van Buuren. Big shows, massive shows where he was flown in, and we wanted to make something that was like mutually respectful and creative, and emerge from the shadow of our various figureheads, naming no names. And we're a conglomerate of equals with plenty of musicality to show off. It's a jamming opportunity. The metal songs are basically set in a certain amount of stone, whereas the Cards will just write on stage occasionally.
Well, I tell you, there's some cracking stuff on that. I'm going to play a track now. We're Bandit on the Run. Can you tell me a bit about that track?
It's one of the more Harrison-like tracks. It's got a couple of tempo variations that give it its interest, and I'm glad you've noticed how strong the writing is. Thank you.
Oh, very much so. I'll tell you what, we'll play that one now. This is Bandit on the Run from the Cards album.
I've been dreaming lately about the place where I come from. All the ruins that I left there, all the bad things that I done. Taking like a bandit on the run.
Bandit on the Run, one of 11 cracking tracks off, is it the debut album from the Cards, Paul? It's the first one?
It is, yeah. We've started writing the second, but we're not rushing ourselves. We'll just take it at our own pace.
I want to just talk a little bit about the recent trip over to America. Was it South America as well with Saxon?
Oh, they're very crazy audiences.
Yeah.
I gave a few radio stations the album as well, and they're into it. The Cards album, I meant.
Yeah, so spreading the word.
So we got to South America, and they meet you at the airport type of fan base that were wanting photographs and autographs, and then they seemed to know where the hotel was, or they followed us, and there were more people there. By the time we got to the gig, there was hardly any autographs left to sign.
Good work. Listen, It's been an amazing time for Saxon. I can't believe it's been so long since we spoke, but it's lovely to have you back on the show. All the very best, continuing with Saxon, a mighty fine band, massive band, and with the Cards. Paul, it's been an absolute pleasure to catch up with you. Thank you.
Great to talk to you.
And come back and see us on the Isle of Man, either with Saxon or the Cards before too long.
Should bring both, really.
Why not? tailor-made for TT, I should say. Motorcycle Man, Saxon, featuring the guitar work of my guest this evening, Paul Quinn. Thanks again to Paul for joining us on Greatest Hits, and to his hosts in Germany, Vera and John Badder, who sorted out the line for us. Thanks to them, and keep listening for more Greatest Hits, The Guests podcasts on Manx Radio.